I am Davidson, your host. For the last couple of days, I have been thinking about how the economic environment shapes your path to wealth, who gets rich, how they do it, and what industries make it easier. But there is one piece missing here. Because even if you're the right type of person in the right industry, playing the game correctly, your location can still make or break you. Let's break it down into 5 steps. I invite you to join our community to stay informed, stay ahead of the curve, and be part of the conversation shaping tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button wherever you listen. Step 1: location shapes your access to venture capital and tech hubs, which are crucial for turning bright ideas into billion-dollar companies. In places like Silicon Valley, startups have easy access to investors who provide not just money but also mentorship and connections. These ecosystems attract talent, foster innovation, and create an environment where the next big thing is born daily. In contrast, areas lacking such networks often see promising ideas stall due to funding scarcity. The density of resources in tech hubs accelerates growth and success. Infrastructure underpins economic potential and influences how seamlessly businesses operate. In developed regions, robust infrastructure means reliable transportation, efficient communication systems, and consistent utilities, which together minimize disruptions. Entrepreneurs can focus on innovation rather than logistics. A tech startup in a city with fast, stable internet and reliable power faces fewer hurdles compared to one in a location with frequent outages and poor connectivity. Infrastructure serves as the foundation on which businesses build, and a strong foundation supports substantial growth. Economic stability creates a fertile ground for wealth creation. Investors and businesses thrive in environments where rules are predictable and markets are steady. This stability encourages long-term planning and investment, offering a safety net that nurtures growth. In countries battling hyperinflation or political turmoil, however, financial planning becomes a gamble. Economic instability can deter investment and stifle entrepreneurial spirit. Growth and prosperity follow when businesses can rely on consistent policies and a stable currency. Thus, economic reliability significantly sways the odds of success for any enterprising individual. Step 2: let's explore the global distribution of millionaires. The United States stands as a towering beacon for millionaires, hosting around 23 million of them. This one country outshines the combined wealth havens of Germany, the UK, Japan, and France. The reason: it offers a fertile ground for wealth creation with its robust infrastructure, access to capital, and expansive markets. In the US, diverse investment opportunities and a conducive business environment allow entrepreneurs to turn innovative ideas into lucrative ventures. Cities like New York and San Francisco provide an ecosystem where success stories flourish, cementing the US as a prominent millionaire hotspot. Globally, the distribution of millionaires is anything but even. While regions like North America and Western Europe are home to abundant wealth, other areas like Latin America and Africa lag behind. California alone boasts more millionaires than entire continents, showcasing stark disparities. These differences arise not from a lack of ambition, but from the variance in economic stability and infrastructure. Regions with limited access to resources and opportunities face uphill battles, struggling to attract the investments necessary for spurring economic growth and individual wealth. Let's explore economic environment versus ambition. Economic landscape clearly plays a central role in wealth accumulation. Strong economies like those found in the US and Germany provide the crucial support systems millionaires need. Infrastructure, market accessibility, and financial institutions give entrepreneurs the needed leverage to scale their ventures. Meanwhile, even the most driven individuals may find their efforts stifled in environments fraught with challenges like inflation and currency instability. This doesn't denote a lack of ambition, it's the surrounding ecosystem that either propels or hampers wealth creation, setting the pace for how dreams translate into reality. Infrastructure, the foundation of wealth. Step 3: the importance of logistics and supply chains. Infrastructure is the backbone of any thriving economy. Without effective logistics and supply chains, businesses can't operate efficiently. An organized logistics network ensures that goods move smoothly from producers to consumers. This includes everything from roads and railways to shipping, ports, and air freight. When logistics work seamlessly, companies can minimize costs and maximize profits, contributing to the overall wealth of an economy. Supply chains also play a crucial role in economic stability. They support the timely delivery of raw materials, prompt manufacturing, and quick distribution of finished goods. This constant flow keeps businesses agile and responsive to market demands, fostering an environment where wealth can grow. In essence, logistics and supply chains are like the arteries of a living economy, ensuring all parts receive the vital components needed to thrive. Let's compare infrastructure by country. Looking at different countries, we see how infrastructure influences economic success. In Germany, the efficiency of roads and rail systems allows factories to deliver goods with precision timing, boosting the economy. Meanwhile, in Singapore, superior port facilities enable quick and cost-effective global trade. These countries invest heavily in their infrastructure, knowing it's key to economic prosperity. Contrast this with regions struggling due to inadequate infrastructure. In some parts of Africa, poor roads and limited access to reliable electricity hinder business operations. This makes scaling ventures difficult. Similarly, nations like Venezuela face crumbling infrastructure, which stifles entrepreneurial growth by increasing costs and delays. By comparing these scenarios, it's clear that well-maintained infrastructure serves as a strong foundation for building wealth, while neglected infrastructure can stall progress. Strong infrastructure isn't just a convenience. It's essential for economic blossoming and wealth creation. It's very important to understand market dynamics. Disposable income plays a big role in market dynamics. In strong economies, people have money left after covering their basic needs. This extra cash fuels consumer spending. Businesses thrive because people buy more than just essentials. For instance, they're willing to splurge on trendy gadgets, fine dining, and other luxuries. This spending circulates money through the economy, creating more opportunities. Strong consumer spending means businesses can grow their profits, leading to further investments and innovations. In weaker economies, scaling a business presents significant hurdles. Consumers there often struggle to meet their daily expenses. As a result, businesses find it hard to grow when the customer base lacks purchasing power. Expansion becomes limited when potential buyers don't have extra money to spend. Even a brilliant product can stall without a market ready to buy. Moreover, businesses may face logistical issues like poor infrastructure, corruption, and regulatory impediments. These challenges divert focus from growth strategies to survival tactics. For example, Starbucks illustrates how market dynamics inform pricing strategies. In wealthy areas like San Francisco, Starbucks can charge $7 for a latte. Here, customers view such purchases as part of their daily routine, not a luxury. They have the disposable income to indulge. However, this approach doesn't work everywhere. In places with lower disposable income, a high price can deter customers. Starbucks adapts its pricing to fit each market's economic context. In developing regions, it may offer lower-priced options or scale back its presence. This flexibility ensures Starbucks stays profitable while meeting local consumer expectations. The strategy highlights the importance of aligning pricing with the economic realities of the target market. Access to capital, breeding ground for unicorns. Step 4. Funding sources in strong economies. In wealthy countries, businesses find themselves in a paradise of funding options. These places are like launching pads for ideas that need money to fly. Entrepreneurs have access to a variety of sources, ranging from venture capital firms eager to find the next big thing, to government-backed loans that offer a cushion of support. Banks in these regions are healthy and willing to take calculated risks, understanding that big ideas can lead to even bigger returns. This robust network of funding sources acts like a trampoline, giving startups the lift they need to soar. With established investors constantly on the lookout for promising ventures, a good idea doesn't stay grounded for long. The capital system here is a well-oiled machine, designed to nurture and grow promising businesses. Let's explore venture capital versus traditional banking. When looking for funding, entrepreneurs often weigh the pros and cons of venture capital versus traditional banking. Venture capital is like a high-octane fuel, propelling businesses forward with money and strategic partnerships. They are more than just investors. They become partners who provide guidance and connections, often accelerating a company's growth far beyond what loans could do. However, this comes at a cost: ownership. Founders may need to give up a share of their company. On the other hand, traditional banks offer loans that maintain ownership but require repayment with interest, and banks tend to be cautious, funding only those ventures with solid financials and consistent revenue. In strong economies, both funding options are abundant, allowing entrepreneurs to choose the best fit for their needs. This flexibility and access to capital is why unicorns often take root in such fertile lands. Step 5. Economic policies and outcomes. The Korean Peninsula offers a real-life lesson in how economic systems shape wealth. Prior to the 1950s, both North and South Korea shared the same land and cultural roots but chose vastly different paths. South Korea embraced market-driven policies, focusing on global trade, innovation, and open capital markets. This reformative approach allowed the country to industrialize rapidly, transforming from an agrarian society into a global economic powerhouse known for tech giants like Samsung and Hyundai. North Korea, on the contrary, opted for a centralized, isolated economy, focusing on self-reliance. This approach resulted in a starkly different outcome: economic stagnation and a struggling population. While South Korea's cities glow with innovation, North Korea struggles with basic utilities. The difference in their outcomes is a testament to how foundational economic policies can be. Let's compare South Korea to North Korea, and you see two stories diverging from the same origin. South Korea's GDP ranks among the highest in the world, fueled by exports and technological advancements. The country enjoys a high standard of living and broad access to modern amenities, symbolizing the rewards of an open economic strategy. The backbone of South Korea's success lies in its integration with global economies, fostering both inbound and outbound trade and investment. Conversely, North Korea remains isolated, significantly impacting its economic strength. Limited access to global markets results in poverty and limited technological progress. The country faces shortages in basic infrastructures like electricity and modern transport networks. The comparison between South and North Korea underscores how crucial a robust economic framework is for fostering wealth and better living conditions. These two paths illustrate how policies can either build prosperity or hinder progress. Let's explore some challenges in emerging markets. Navigating emerging markets comes with its fair share of hurdles. Entrepreneurs often face unstable economic conditions, fluctuating currencies, and varying degrees of political risk. In many cases, the rules can change suddenly, making long-term planning tricky. Infrastructure, while improving, might still lag behind that of more developed nations. This can lead to higher costs and delays, whether you're dealing with supply chains or basic utilities. Moreover, limited access to capital is a constant battle. Many startups struggle to secure funding, as local banks may be hesitant to take risks and venture capital might not be as accessible. All of this creates a challenging environment where businesses often need to be more adaptable and resilient to succeed. The world of wealth is changing fast, and you can't afford to be left behind. We give you the knowledge, but the real power is in applying it alongside others. Take the next step, subscribe to the podcast, and become an active member of our entrepreneurial community. Let's make this borderless economy work for you. Starting today,